Panthers from Pathway. Starting at forward, a 6-foot senior, number 2, Preston Yutzi. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 10, Denver Nelson. Starting at forward, a 5'9" senior, number 13, Asher Stutzman. At forward, a 5'11" junior, number 21, Ian Shetler. And at guard, a 5'7" junior, number 22, Luke Brokaw. The Panthers are coached by Mr. Aaron Gingrich. And now the starting lineup for the Patriots from State Line. Starting at forward, a 5'10" junior, number 11, Brant Dyer. Starting at guard, a 5'10" freshman, number 14, Preston Roque. At guard, a 5'10" senior, number 24, Cooper Worley. At another guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 33, Jackson Baumker. And at forward, at 5'11" junior, number 35, Ian Hendricks. The Patriots are coached by Mr. Nathan Nash.
Good morning and welcome to our broadcast here on the Eagle Sports Network of the Dayspring Classic. I'm joined by Mark Julian. Good to be calling this game with you as we start this first round between State Line Christian School from Temperance, Michigan and Pathway Christian School from Kelowna, Iowa. We've been playing Pathway for a long time now.
Yes, very long time.
Been coming to our tournament for many, many years. Good to see them again, and good school there in Iowa. And State Line, they've been coming a while.
Yeah, we'll see what this matchup holds. And nice easy cut down the lane on that one.
Beautiful pass.
Yes, very nice.
Beautiful pass. That'll put State Line on the board with 2 as we start this game. Pathway with their point guard, number 2, Preston Yitzi. Looking for their guy, trying to get it inside. Little reach there. They tried to get into Ian, and I think they're going to call that. We'll see what number it is.
Yeah, it just came number 35 came up, bumped him in the back, knocked him off his place.
That'll be Ian Hendricks first. Giving the team their first team foul there on the board. Pathway again, working it on the outside, trying to get it inside again to their big man. Unable at the moment. State Line in a tight man-to-man defense. Good help there.
Yeah,
by Cooper Worley, almost picked it off.
Very good defense.
Beautiful. As they went to the help, they tried to dish it off to Ian, but he couldn't get that layup in. State Line pushes it quickly up the floor.
He had an open look, though.
Boy, I am looking for number 14 on our roster, and I am unable to find it. So we'll see what we can find out about him. But they tried to get it inside into Ian, and unable to do that. Now Denver Nelson bringing it up. Again, looking to get it into Ian, but can't do it. They swing it, and a quick drive by Preston. Can't get that to fall.
Went rope.
State Line quickly picks up that bucket. 4-0. State Line jumping out to a quick lead here.
Pathway's had a couple of good looks. They just couldn't get it to fall. So we'll see if they can work this out.
Great back cut there by Asher, but unable to get him, and tipped out of bounds there by State Line. Pathway will bring it in. Pathway's working it, trying to get it inside, just can't at the moment figure it out. And State Line's really tight.
Yeah, our defense is really up, pressuring up for sure.
Tightly guarded by Jackson there. as Denver tries to take it in. Then they get it back out to the outside. Quick drive by Preston from the right side. Can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down and still can't get it to fall by Ian. Goes up. This time he gets it. Puts Pathway on the board.
Worked hard to get his own rebound and put it back in.
Jackson for three. Can't get that to fall. Good box out by Asher. He pulls that down. Now pushed up by Preston on the right hand. Now moving back to the middle. Swings it back to Denver for three. Kaboom.
Got it. Takes the lead with that three.
Quick release before his guy can get up in his face.
Confidence.
Cooper drives hard to the right side. Little bump there by
Number 10.
Denver Nelson. It'll be his first, team's first. Quick drive there by Cooper, trying to get him in. Got him caught on the left-hand side and had to reach in there. A little bit of a line change here for State Line.
Yeah, you gotta dumping over the boards in a hockey way, right?
Cooper Worley looking to get it in.
Ooh,
nice back feed
cut.
to Ethan, and then back to
man.
Cooper.
Beautiful
pulls down
cut.
the rebound, and tries to go up there for Preston. Can't get it to fall. Pulled down by
Boy,
Pathway.
really nice pocket pass. Really nice
Really
cut.
nice.
Just couldn't get it to go. Pretty basketball, though.
Preston double team, tries to quickly get it off to Luke, and he's able. Now Preston again with the ball. Nice cut. Swings it back out to Denver, then quickly over to Luke, and they can't get it to go. Rebound State Line. Ethan pushing it up the right-hand side. Swings back to the top. Hard drive by Preston, and going to call that. I believe that'll put him on the line shooting two, and they're going to call that foul on Preston.
Might be his second. No, his first. Okay.
I think it's his first.
Okay.
His first, team second. Preston good with the first free throw. Chance for a second.
Obviously, State Line with a deeper team.
Running out
Pathway.
of chairs over there.
Yeah, Pathway has a smaller bench for sure. But as they say, you can only play 5 at a time. So
That's what they say, I suppose. Good with the second there. State Line again with the lead by 1. 6-5 with 4 minutes remaining here in the first period. Denver looking to drive it now, swings it back to the outside. Ooh, little fake by Asher. Can't get him to bite. Working along the perimeter.
good ball movement by Pathway, though.
And they're starting to figure out the picks to try to get them thrown off here with the man-to-man. Preston drives. Quickly double teamed, then Denver tries. He can't get it. Now swinging it back out to Preston. Loses the handle on it, but State Line ends up with it. Pushed up by Cooper for the right side layup, and good. Good no call by the ref there too. Tightly defended, but real nice.
Yeah, it didn't look like it hit him with the body at all. So.
Nope.
Oh, another steal.
Picked away by Preston. Boy, he's having a good game. Little lay-in from the right-hand side.
Playing the passing lanes well.
And Pathway's going to call a timeout there, and he's having a little conversation with the ref, just looking for maybe a little help on their end as they're tightly guarded. But I tell you, State Line tight pressure.
Playing good, clean defense. So
we'll be back here right after the timeout here on the Eagles Sports Network. Coming to you live from Lake Zurich, Illinois, here on the Eagle Sports Network. First round, Pathway and State Line. State Line with a little bit of a lead, 10-5, coming out with some energy, man-to-man. See if they can, now it looks like they're coming out of the timeout with press here.
Press, yep.
That might rattle Pathway a little bit. We'll see how well they do with the pressure. Denver picks it up in the backcourt. State Line's playing some good defense, though.
Yeah,
and
they really are.
when they're trying to cheat, Pathway's trying to cheat and maybe cut underside. They're covering. Ooh, that was a good move there by Preston.
He recognized that his defender went behind him and went right to the basket.
I'd like to see Denver shoot a few
another-
more. See,
another,
that's not going to work. Picked off by Cooper
Yeah.
and from the right-hand side, easy layup.
Just
12-5.
they're overplaying the passing lanes, and if you can go back door, that's going to be open. So
You're gonna have
but they
to make
haven't
'em
figured
pay.
that out yet. Yeah, you
Make
gotta
them pay for the tight
Yeah,
pressure.
yeah.
So far, they haven't. See if they can figure that out. Right ideas, just got to figure out the exact timing. State Line bringing some good energy, though, into the game and see if they can maintain this pressure because it's certainly rattling a little bit now. Preston on the far left three. Fakes but doesn't put it up. Now dribbles back. Got a
He's
guy
got a guy
wide open.
Oh,
see if he can do it. Ian
Oh.
got to go up right away with
Yeah, I
that.
just waited too long.
Wide open, though.
Yes.
That time, State Line, uncharacteristically careless with the ball, lost the handle on Denver for three.
Nope.
No good. Can't get it to fall, but the rebound there for Pathway. Now swinging it back over to Luke and back to Denver. Trying to get inside to Ian. Man, they're just doing a little triangle there. Ian tries to go up strong, just can't get those to fall. Good shot, though.
Yeah. Good open shot.
State Line tries to push it up, gets picked off by Pathway. Preston back to Denver. Denver over to Justin. No good.
Boy, that was right on, just a touch short. If they could get some of their buckets to fall, they would be right into this. But I guess that's
Name of the game, I suppose.
name of the game. Yep.
Cooper setting up the play, then tries to get it free throw line to Ethan. Ethan goes down right side, swings it back out to Austin. Austin tries to, goes a little bit underneath the rim from the left-hand side.
Finally
Couldn't-
got it. Worked his way around and got his own rebound.
Yeah,
Oh,
good hustle.
Long three. Got it. Wow.
Long three by Cooper, gets it to fall. State Line building on their lead, 15-5 with just under 30 seconds remaining here in the first period. Pathways, Denver, Nelson bringing it up. Ooh,
Boy,
he gets
defense.
that picked away. Good defense there. Brant Dyer
Ouch.
tries to go up, and he
Yeah,
gets
number 11 got the steal, but number 21 should get the credit for that because he's the one that tipped it out of the hand, and so
looks like we got another
wow,
full round of substitution going in for State Line.
Got a
Bunch
whole
of-
nother crew coming in.
My goodness.
Shooter's coming out after his shot.
Brant Dyer got his second coming up, misses the first.
Three coming in and three going out. Oh, one got removed. We don't know what just happened. Hang on, something's happening. Going to play with 6? Nope, we're going to play with 5.
Get a bonus guy.
There you go.
On the floor for State Line is number 13, Luke Rains.
How about the weather today, huh?
Hey,
Not bad, huh?
You know what,
Remember
compared to
last
last year,
Last year we
teams couldn't make
had.
it.
Oh my goodness. We're redoing the bracket and everything.
But boy, I tell you what, that cold weather's coming from what I understand.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Doggy. Oh, tight defense there by Austin Nowak. He gets a little tip off him as they try to pass it to Denver there.
I think
That's-
State Line gonna work on.
You
Getting
got to
there.
make them pay, though, for playing tight defense like that.
Yeah, it's hard though. No good.
And Pathway tries to get a shot off for the buzzer for the first period. It ends and can't quite do it. So that's going to take us to the end of the first period. State Line 15, Pathway 5. See if Pathway can make a few adjustments. And we'll take a break here on the Eagle Sports Network. We'll be back for the second quarter. And we're back for the second quarter here on the Eagle Sports Network. State Line jumping out to a quick little lead there in the first.
Yeah, this one's going fast. I mean, I know it took 8 minutes, but it seemed like 5.
Amazing how that works. Well, you know,
It's
there
pretty
haven't
clean.
been a lot of
I mean, if you
stoppages.
look, yeah. Pretty clean.
Nice cut.
your-
See, that's
there's your
what they
cut.
need to do.
Yeah, there you go.
Beautiful move by
There you
Preston
go.
Yutzi as he takes it from the right-hand side. Nice cut,
Yep.
and they got him the ball.
They
You know, it's a
overplayed,
two-part
and then he
process.
went back door. Yeah.
Like good epoxy, you know what I'm saying? Somehow that got tied in on a Sunday morning. Remember that?
I don't. Sorry.
Oh, man, where were you?
I don't know. I was there, I'm sure. Just
Everyone loves a good illustration, right?
Amen.
Denver with the drive.
Just
Nice
a
move.
nice scoop.
Hey,
Scooped it in.
just like that, cuts the lead to 6. Denver with a nice move to the bucket. And now they're playing a little tighter defense. Ooh, unfortunately, kind of left the guy unguarded there. Free throw line. Ooh,
Couldn't
but
get it to
can't
go.
get
Couldn't make him
fall.
pay.
Quick drive by Preston.
Again,
He
couldn't
can't-
make him pay. Had 2 open looks on that trip.
Good look up the court. Ooh, might have been a travel there, but no call there.
I don't think so, actually.
Yeah, you're not a fan of that.
I mean,
You know, travel's travel. But hey, listen.
there you
There
go.
you go. That's a good look for
Yeah,
Ian.
just
Can't get it to fall.
gotta make him pay.
I think those are going to start to fall for him. Hopefully.
We'll see.
Preston tries to take it in and can't get it, but State Line able to pull down their own rebound. Again, still can't
Yeah.
get it to fall.
Might be a lid on the baskets right now.
For sure at that end. If Preston can't get that close range to fall.
Got a
Again,
guy.
quickly pushed up to Asher.
Other side.
And can he get a reverse? Nothing.
Right move, though. Just couldn't get it to go.
Denver picks it up. Push, push, push.
State Line getting a little bit sloppy with the fast break there.
Denver for 3. Nothing. Rebound J.R. Hobbins. Now Hobbins handling the ball at the top, swinging it over to Preston. Austin looking, and Luke Raines, nothing. Can't get that to fall. Rebound pulled down by Preston. Now he's looking to push it up the court, just taking his time. Denver working on the perimeter, then quickly swings it out to Luke. Trying to get it into Ian. Get this to fall. Nothing yet.
Boy, just can't get it to go. He's
Some
had
good-
open looks.
Some good looks. Ooh. As Preston tried to go up there, cutting right in front of him was Asher Stutzman. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to call that on him. I think he debated between a charge or moving out of the way and kind of got caught in a straight betwixt the two. That'll be his first, team's 4th. Putting Preston on the line, can't get that to fall. Not a lot of physical contact, so that's keeping
No.
it moving. Boy, they just keep substituting players, moving them in and out, keeping it fresh there
Yeah,
on the floor.
I think they have the luxury of having fresh players, and so that'll help them later on tonight.
Brant Dyer checking in for Preston. Correction. Brant checking for Austin. And they're going
timeout.
to take some fresh players. That'll
30-second
give us
timeout, right?
8-point lead here for State Line. What do you think Pathway needs to do? They had a little bit of run there coming out into the second quarter.
I think they just need to make some baskets. And, you know, that's easier said than done, obviously, but and probably a bit oversimplifying it, but they've missed a lot of open looks, and if they could just hit some of those, put the pressure back on State Line a little bit.
They've had plenty of good looks with Ian down low. If he can get them, they're going to
Yeah, for sure.
let him sit for a little bit, let Ian sit for a little bit, and number 30, Justin Hertzler, is going to be coming in for him. Denver bringing it up on the perimeter here, then swinging it over to Asher. Asher looking for Justin and can't quite handle it. Tightly guarded by Ian Hendricks and State Line. And can't get that to fall for Preston, and pulled down by Brandt for State Line. State Line's Cooper Worley trying to work it against Denver. Can't get that to fall. Oh, I think they're going to call that out of bounds. Denver reached for it. Good hustle. Couldn't quite get it. And they're going to, his foot crossed over that out of bounds line. And that'll give State Line the ball on their own side. Now State Line, left a guy backdoor wide open. Brant Dyer just over the head of the defender. And that'll put 2 more on the board for them. 10-point lead for State Line. Denver tries to advance it and almost thrown out of bounds, but saved there by Asher. Now he tries to drive toward the center, loses his footing. Call that a travel. Had a good look, though, and a good cut to the bucket. And just kind of slipped a little bit there as he leaned back. Couldn't quite get that jump stop to work. Had a good look. That might have hurt a little bit there as he jammed his foot. We're going to swap him out with Luke Brokaw back in for a Pathway. Nice cut there by Preston, but can't get the left-hand side to go. Now Pathway bringing the ball up with Denver. At the point, swinging it over to Luke. And Preston goes up from the left-hand side. Can't get that to go. Good looks, though, by Pathway. And if they can start to get some of them to fall, that's going to be a huge, huge help to them. And the attempt to save the ball from going out of bounds, Cooper Worley tries to smack it off of Denver, but he had stepped out himself. That'll give Pathway the ball. State Line has pulled off their full court pressure that they had initially brought in a little bit ago. And now they're just playing that tight man-to-man that has served them well so far. Austin Nowak kind of cheating a little bit to the left side of Denver, forcing him to go left, probably his weak hand there, or they feel such. Trying to lead them into forcing the ball to their left, which is typically a lot of these players' weak side. Not always, but in this case, kind of overplaying that way, got to make them pay. And quickly intercepted there on that pass by J.R. Hobbins, and he goes up, good for 2. 21-9 with just over 3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. State Line kind of building on their lead a little bit as Pathway attempts to try to handle the ball here. Just great man-to-man. And when given the chance, when they're trying to cut or set a pick or screen, they're sending 2 defenders, and then they are forcing that to do a little pick and roll. And it's working real, real well, but they just can't get those shots to fall. Ian with good attempts. See if he can get those start to go in. Go over back to Brandt. Brandt to Austin, no good. Pulled down by Preston over to Denver. Denver had a look at Justin, but couldn't quite get it. Saw the look on his face as he saw an open man. Now beautiful feed pass to Ian on the right-hand side, but can't get it to go. We'll see what that looks like on the stat sheet here, but some good looks that just need to start falling for Pathway. Hard drive on the right side by J.R. Hobbins, but no good. Rebound pulled down by Ethan and right back up on the right side. And 23-9 with 2 minutes remaining. Be nice to see Pathway work the ball to the right a little bit here and make State Line play them on that side of the court. As they try to push it up, J.R. Hobbins tried to push it up to Cooper Worley, just a little long. Ball thrown out of bounds. That'll be State Line, or excuse me, Pathway's ball. Substitution for Pathway as Justin Hertzler goes to the bench. Asher Stutzman, Denver, Preston, Ian, and Luke Brokaw on the floor for Pathway. Pathway still trying to figure out how to get that ball and avoid some of the pressure. That'll help if they can start to draw some fouls on these players. So far, there hasn't been a lot. They're going to call that on number 24. Cooper Worley, his first, only the team's second. State Line not in foul trouble with only 2 team fouls. Pathway with 4. Pathway, again, does not have as deep of a bench as State Line has, and you'll start to see that with fatigue probably a little bit, especially with this tight defense. You can just see J.R. Hobbins right up in his grill, and they're doing all they can to try to avoid the pressure, but it's keeping them from getting wide open looks. Denver tries a little spin mooch, try to go over to the right-hand side. You can't get it to go. Ian Hendricks to Cooper, and no good on that shot. Off the leg of, I believe that was Luke Brokaw. Or excuse me, I stand corrected. Off the leg of State Line. It'll be Pathway's ball. Preston and Denver being asked to do a lot with handling the ball at the top of the key here. And got their work cut out for them with the tight defenders. Ian looking for someone to get the ball to. Preston comes around and again just gets his hand right in there. J.R. Hobbins pokes it out of the way. We're going to have a jump ball here, as on the floor is J.R. Hobbins, or excuse me, is Cooper Worley and Denver Nelson. Jump ball is going to lead to State Line, ending up with it out of bounds in the backcourt. Another substitution, keeping the guys fresh for State Line. On the floor is Preston, and then we've got Brandt still in there. Preston looking to, oh, he had a wide open look, but they're doing a little stall there, looking for a wide open shot, but Brandt takes it in the right-hand side, can't get that to fall in. Some close range shots in this game that just are not falling. More so for Pathway at this point, but a few for State Line as well. 23-9, State Line with a good little lead. We'll see if Pathway can start to chip away, and Denver double teamed there. Has to hurl it, can't get it, and picked off there by Preston Rook. And that'll give him two more on the board. 25-9. State Line with lead as we end that second quarter here on the Eagle Sports Network. We'll be back with some stats, review the game, and see what Pathway can come up with and changes they might be able to make. Coming out of halftime, see if they can cut this lead a little bit, get back in this game. But good to have all of you watching here from Lake Zurich, Illinois. Glad to have you at the Dayspring Classic. Looking forward to a good set of games, but we'll be back in just a few. Hope to see you back on the other side. And we're back here on the Eagle Sports Network in Lake Zurich at the Dayspring Classic. As we kind of look over the stats, I'm joined by John Christensen, and he does a great job heading up all these broadcasts. And every game is broadcast, so you can find it all for this whole tournament. And looking at the stats, boy, I tell you what, I mean, the turnovers by Pathway are, when you start to have 10 in the first half, that's never a good indication.
No, absolutely. 10 turnovers for Pathway. Let's see what else is going on here. They're only 4 for 22 on field goals as well, so you're not winning too many games, Pastor Dave, going 4 for 22 in the first half. Still within reach. They can get a good quarter here and see if they can turn things around.
State Line has played some pretty tight defense, hence that turnover number there. And that's added to that. But certainly the shooting percentage, quite frankly, both Pathway they've missed some close range layups that just can't seem to fall. But even 38% for State Line, looking at 3 for 18. Both teams 1 for 4 from the 3-point range. Nobody really having great shooting.
No, it's always hard. First game of the tournament, you play a little earlier probably than you're used to playing, so it's probably some early tournament jitters. Get the rust out of there. Looks like for State Line, they're led by Preston, number 14. He's got 10. Cooper Worley has 7. Other than that, looks like two points across the board. So see if Pathway can maybe hone in on those guys, take them out of the game a little bit, and cut into this lead.
And minutes played might be a factor as well, especially coming off at halftime. You're looking at Pathway with guys that have played a lot of the game, players like Luke and Preston and Denver. Ian, they've been on the floor a lot. A lot's been asked out of them. And it's hard to play the whole game. State Line's been able to refresh their players. And just like that, a quick pickoff. Cooper ends up with an easy layup from the right-hand side. Again, building on that lead, 18 points now as we start this third quarter.
Yeah, got to turn things around if you're Pathway. Again, for those that are not familiar with the format of the tournament, you got to win all the games to advance. If you win, you go to the right. If you lose, you go to the left, and you fight for the consolation. So there is no way to work your way back. So you got to bring your A game from the opening tip in game 1.
State Line doing the same thing that worked for them in the beginning, and quickly as they just great offense, but can't get that to fall by Cooper. They're just working the ball. They got a good tempo, and again for 3 by Jackson, but can't get that to fall. Now Pathway ends up with it.
Yeah, see if Pathway can get anything consistent. Only 9 points in the first half. We already alluded to their shooting struggles. Just 4 for 22. There we go.
Hey, that's a good sign.
It is.
Little jumper by Preston, and he's able to get that to fall. And for 3 there, State Line no good. Pathway, again, a couple good possessions, and see if they can slowly start to chip away.
Yeah, we had to pull the announcer swap at halftime, stepping in for Pastor Mark Julian.
Yeah, like rotating.
He's a busy guy, so when those phone calls come, you got to answer them.
And now he's just typing emails.
He is.
My goodness.
He is.
It's hard to be important.
It is.
I mean, I wouldn't know, and you and I wouldn't.
No, that's why I'm available.
Yeah,
yeah, right?
Notice I didn't get any calls.
No, so. But he might sub back in here at some point. Number 14 from State Line.
Good transition game. They tried to get it into Ian and State Line again with that defense, and they're able to pick that off, pick up a quick 2. Denver tries to drive it in from the right and gets it to fall that time. Well done.
Yeah, Pathway doing a little bit better, getting in the paint here, made a couple baskets here. I'll tell you, the clock has been stopped for a while, so they're getting some bonus minutes here.
Well, we're getting bonus minutes, too.
Yeah, we are.
As part of the whole game. But, boy, it's been
Yeah, I mean, there is a bonus, probably 90 seconds here of gameplay. So I guess that's good if you're Pathway. You got more time than the regular game. There we go. Yep, and then you stop it on the out. Yeah, there he goes. He looks up at the clock. You know, everyone's got to get in rhythm, not just the players, right? It's an early
table.
It's an early morning for everybody.
Hey, listen, I
Yeah.
mean, from our perspective, we got a little more playing time on the refs too.
We do. Longest game of the tournament. You know, and that happens. That one was particularly long, but he realizes it. You know, no one called it out. Usually somebody will, you know.
But not for lack of effort on
Yeah.
our part.
No.
We were waving and trying.
Yeah.
We were doing all we could.
It's hard up here. 31-13 though. State Line in front.
State Line's tempo is just quick at the moment. And catching Pathway a little bit off guard, but they're trying their best. Ooh, backdoor there.
Yeah, they're well coached. They run their offense well. They run their sets well. They're up. They're in no hurry, and they're just waiting for a good shot.
They're going to try to get one from Ian Hendricks from 3 and can't get it to fall. Good position there by Asher, and he pulls down that rebound. Now Denver on the left-hand side bringing it up.
Yeah, even then, head coach Nathan Nash probably pleased with their offense. They're super patient, running through their whole sets there and getting good looks.
That's what Denver didn't do in the beginning. He started to take it into the bucket, and that pays off for him. Being a little bit aggressive then, Ian is able to pull down that rebound and gets it. That might be his first points on the board. He gets that short range to fall.
Yeah, I think so. They're going to rely heavily on him. Denver Nelson, the sophomore point guard, seems to be the aggressor there. Hopefully he can set up his other teammates. Cut into this lead, 31-15.
Asher tried for 3, couldn't get that to go. Now pushed up hard by Preston, who was a vital part in the first. And a little spin move, and kaboom.
So smooth.
Even in the first half, there was not a lot of stoppages. Hence why.
Yeah.
The clock's not running, it's going to add up. Low foul count for the whole game, really. Pathway with 1. And, man, all the way, coast to coast there.
Yeah, State Line fully in control. Looks like a timeout by Pathway, 35-15.
Cooper Worley padding on a few more points. 20-point lead for State Line with 4.5 minutes remaining here on the Eagle Sports Network. We'll be right back after this timeout.
All right, you're back in action, freed up.
And welcome back on Eagle Sports Network. Coming out of that timeout, State Line grew their lead just a little bit, 20-point lead. Pathway still looking, get it inside. Working the perimeter, but man, great anticipation there.
Yeah, they've
by
really been
Cooper.
all night playing those passing lanes really well.
And that's where a little head fake, try to get him to bite and then cut back. But man, they're so far they haven't made him pay. We'll see if they can get him to. As part of our rotating announcer, Mark Julian is back.
Yes, sorry about
back in the
that.
hot seat. You know.
Oh, bounced
boy,
him off.
he
That's
dropped
got to be a
his
charge.
shoulder
Yeah.
that time. Cooper Worley tried to go in, and you know, if you're gonna actually look at the guy and drop your shoulder, and he's
Yeah,
just
he
standing
did.
there, they're gonna probably call that his second, team's first.
That's a great
though.
call. You know, the couple fans didn't like that, but that was, yeah. I don't know what else you call.
You know, from our vantage point, it was pretty clear. But you know, everybody's got a different
Yeah.
vantage point.
Well, and we, in fairness, we are not biased in this game. So
No, we are not.
next game we will be because Quinton
That's
Road
right.
will be playing, and
We got the home jerseys on the floor.
yeah, right. But this game we're not, so a bit more impartial.
This time doesn't drop his shoulder
it did
and
not. Went straight up.
went straight up and gets it to fall. 22-point lead. Denver doing a good job being aggressive, though, trying to do something to get it started. Still trying to get it to Ian. Then back to Asher, or excuse me, Justin. And tries to get to Preston on a cut, but no, picked off by State Line. who
Pass it
had-
behind him.
Yep.
Had him.
Had a good look at Jackson coming in, but the ball a little bit behind him. Can't get that to go. Last touch by Pathway. State Line ball. Pathway's coach Aaron Gingrich talking to the ref, looking for some calls. Can't really get it.
Good look.
Good help side by
Oh,
Ian.
no.
And they almost
Left
picked
it
off.
short.
Yep. Almost got an easy look by Brady Holmes, but couldn't get that to go in. Denver to Luke. Luke back to Preston at the top, then back to Denver on the right-hand side. Looking, drives in, tries to go in with the left hand. They're going to call that a push. See who they ultimately, there's a couple white jerseys in the area that they could call. Ball's on number 14. Preston Rope,
Roke? Is that what you said?
I believe so.
Roke?
But hey, if it's not, feel free to comment.
Well, no.
and, you know,
I just see number 14 coming in, so.
You
Oh,
know.
24. Got you. I'm sorry.
oh, he said, well, that's a problem.
Well, no, and I mean, I've picked
Error
up fouls.
on the call, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like I've picked up calls I didn't deserve, and so a guy sitting
wanna
at
be-
the score table, I mean, maybe he fouled somebody. I don't know.
So for clarification's sake, number 24, Cooper Worley, that'll be his third.
Ooh, that's a foul. Oh, no call.
That was a foul
Yep.
on Brant Dyer. He went up and kind of got a
But you know what? At some
got a
point,
hand in the face and might a glancing blow perhaps. Justin tries to shoot that for three, can't get it to go. State Line just bringing the energy though. They are not letting up.
yeah, and you know what? You have the luxury to do that because if someone is tired, you just sub them out. Whereas Pathway doesn't have that luxury. They're so they're not deep on their bench, so makes it tough.
Preston tried to do a short little jumper, couldn't get it to go. And oh my, there's a little head knocking going on down on there underneath the basket as arms are in the air coming across, but no call. Very few clock stoppages. They just keep bringing in people. There's a new face on the floor nearly every possession, it seems.
Yep. Number 21 coming in for JR Hobbins.
State Line's coach, Nathan Nash, talking to the ref because pretty sure he saw that head get slapped too. And,
Yeah.
what are you going to do? And yet, this is when the refs are looking at the score as well. And you want them to keep calling it, but, they got lunch coming up too.
I know what you're thinking about, so
Well,
it's good. Yeah.
can't ignore the elephant in the room. No pun intended.
Oh, there's
Nice
a three, huh?
three.
Look at that. Denver knocking it down from downtown.
Now State Line's going to try the
Well,
same.
there you go.
Jackson Bumker just gets one from three.
Yep, Jackson right back at you.
Not going to work the swap points here. Pathway's going to need to try something different. This time trying it again to Ian, and man, I'd love to see some of those fall.
I know.
For his sake.
Exactly. He's getting himself in the right spots. Number 14. Who's that?
Preston Roke, the guy
Preston
that we
Roke,
thought
yeah.
had a foul,
Oh, yeah.
but didn't.
Well, we did, yes.
And he's had a great game.
Wow.
Again, Preston with a chance.
There you go.
Ooh, but
Good pass.
beautiful
Ooh, and a foul.
And a foul.
Ah, you know what?
And Brant Dyer tries to put it up. Preston's going to get, quick little tip over to Brant from the left-hand side. He picks up two. Yeah, Preston's had a great game. So has Brant. really working hard down low.
Yeah.
Picking up some rebounds. Really a rebound leader there. Ian from Pathway pulled down a good number of rebounds, 8 in the first half, and then Brant Dyer had 6.
There you go.
Got
that
one
one
to
to
fall.
go.
He's
Nice
working
little-
down low.
little move.
And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Pathway with a 23-point lead heading into the fourth and final quarter here on the Eagle Sports Network. We'll be back as we wrap up this game. And we're back here on the Eagle Sports Network as we wrap up this game between State Line and Pathway in the final quarter. State Line with a commanding lead. Looks like they've pulled out their starters, giving the bench a little bit more of an opportunity to play here. On the floor for State Line, it's number 10, J.R. Hobbins, number 13, Luke Raines, number 15, Bryce Niemer, and number 21, as he just went up, Austin Nowak. And gets that blocked. Also on the floor is Ian Hendricks, number 35. And it looks like Pathway has done the same. They have sat Denver Nelson as well as Preston Yutzi, giving them a little bit of the break. Coaches are kind of acknowledging that this game might be in the books. Let's see if we can get these boys some playing time and have a good time out there and hopefully improve their skills as well.
Yeah, rest your guys a little bit, too.
Absolutely.
You know?
It's a long tournament, right?
Yeah.
So as we mentioned, 16 teams, and it's kind of a not win or go home, but for this first round, you've got to advance and a chance to stay in that winner's side. You've got to win that first game, otherwise you end up there on the left side on the Constellation side and start your progress that way. But a great tournament, well run, good competition. Fun to see these guys play in all the schools represented. Got a rally today.
Yeah.
That's coming up,
Yeah,
huh?
that's coming up. Should be good.
Yep, this afternoon.
32nd tournament that Dayspring has hosted. Pretty amazing.
Hard to believe, and you were there for some of those beginning ones.
I was there for the first one, my man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yep. Every day I wake up, something hurts. I know it's going to be a good day.
Asher Stutzman's for 3. He's able to get that to fall. That's always fun to see. Wow, we got even more guys. The ref actually decided, you know, I'm going to call a timeout myself to give these guys a chance to do a line change.
What happened?
Oh, the ref called it.
Oh, really?
We were rehashing memories, and
Never
next
seen
thing you
that
know,
before. Steve, the referees coming in here.
hey, some of these guys have been reffing from when you were playing. Not all of them, let's be clear.
Right. I don't know what's about to happen, but yeah, no, they have. Oh.
All right, so coming in for State Line. Man, we must have an outdated roster sheet or something. And I'd love to acknowledge all the players, but I mean, if you're not on the sheet, we really can't call it out. So we're going to try. But got number 25 in for State Line, as well as Brady Holmes. He is in there. Again, you know what's cool to see, though, is these players are continuing to work at the same way that the starters were, and the results is very similar. J.R. Hobbins ends up with 2 from the right-hand side. Now 22-point lead for State Line. Williams in for Pathway as they try to look at, a little misread there.
Yeah, he faked him out.
Faked out his own guy, you know?
Yeah.
And the defender, but unfortunately,
Yeah.
Ball-
What he actually did.
ball flew out of bounds.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, really.
But hey, the bench caught it. "30-second, that's a lot of tournaments.
Yeah.
Run by the same group of guys.
Yeah. Gary Bergenal, who you know really well, and Fred Wolf do a great job along with the college staff putting it together. So, and then all the students help out with different various things, whether it be concessions, cleaning up, book, table, clock, just a lot of people helping out. It's great to see and be a part of it. So,
And I'd encourage any of you watching that if you have not checked out our website, perhaps you found it right on YouTube, but check out dvc.edu. You can learn more about the college, which really provides much of the staff that really helps run the tournament, from the books to concession stands to all the little stuff that makes a big difference, like cleaning the floor and everything like that. It's all students of the college. Check that out, dvc.edu. The other thing that you've seen us talk about is our media program, In Grace. Go to ingrace.us or just go to YouTube and do a search for In Grace. You can find a bunch of different programs on a variety of topics by the host of the show, as well as the pastor of the church here, Pastor Jim Scudder Jr. And just a wonderful ministry and great group of ministries around here. And another shock. I know it's going to come as a huge surprise, but with 4 minutes, we're going to swap out announcers again.
Yep, here I am again.
He's left, so I can
Right,
say it,
yeah.
but clearly we
Right.
got the better side. I mean, this is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I'm ready to go.
It's
on
a good-
the bench here.
I do. Well, and I don't even view you as a bench player. You're really a starter.
Wow.
We're the bench.
Well, thank you. What do you say when the other guy's on?
Probably the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? I mean,
Got
you
it.
know.
Well, what did I miss?
Not much, other than we just saw Ian Shetler jump into the into the table at the entry door, and man, he's kind of hobbling a little bit, but great effort. But it looks like he's okay. But it certainly got all the fans to get off their seats and look over and make sure that he hadn't injured himself in any way, and it looks like he hasn't. And goes up, can't get that to fall.
Yeah.
Again.
Just 4 minutes left. State Line obviously running away with it here. So when is their next game going to be? They are on, let's see here.
So State Line's going to end up on that winner's side. They're going to be facing presumably Arthur, which is currently playing Lake County.
6 p.m.
So if you're a fan of State Line, be sure to check in at that time and cheer on your team. Playing very, very well right now. And Pathway, their next game will be
6 in the church. So both teams will be playing at 6 p.m. State Line will be in this gym, the school gym, and Pathway will be 6 p.m. in the church gym. So again, all the games being streamed. So you can tune in and watch your team there. Looks like a full timeout.
It'll be a good one there. Pathway will, we're assuming, be against Lake County, who's, like we said, playing Arthur. And that should be a good game, fun one to watch. Cheer on your team if you're a Pathway as well at that time, so be sure to tune in. But we're going to take a little time out as these teams head to their bench, take their own timeout here on the Eagle Sports Network. Coming out of the timeout on the Eagle Sports Network, Pathway's going to have the ball. I tell you, looking at the at the clock and the number of fouls, we have only had one foul.
Been
in
a
this
quick half. Very quick half.
Even
so.
with the
Yeah,
prolonged
right.
pause of the
90
clock.
seconds. So, good block there. Number 21, a pathway.
Ian Hendricks thought he had a clear look at it. Coming out of nowhere was Ian and slaps it out of there with a clean block. This is when a few of those players get a chance to be in the books, put some points on the boards, have some fun out there. Nice feed to number 25, which unfortunately we don't have a name for, but playing well.
Yeah. Some teams they swap. Home and away they have different numbers. So we got to get our scouting team on that.
Yeah,
for
we
the
really
big
do.
6 p.m. school
Yeah, we really do.
game. So
Good hustle. We'll see if he can get his chance to by number 35, Ian Hendricks. That time he's able to put it in.
yeah, just 2:20 left. Again, Saline closing things out here. Hard-fought game. Well, this is the debut of the new scores table, Pastor Dave. So first tournament.
Boy, I tell you what, it looks good.
It does look good down there, right?
And I love it that you've strategically positioned the cameras where no one can see it.
Yeah, we thought of that.
So we're talking about it,
Yeah.
and no one
Yep.
has any idea. We could be making
Well,
it up. Quite
you
frankly.
got to come out. To see the best, you got to be here.
Way
right?
to pitch that.
Yeah, so we we leave a little bit left to be desired. So we can get the fans out. You can come see it. Nice backlit, home of the Eagles, Quentin Road, Christian School. So lower to the ground, better functioning. I mean, there's really only positives about it.
Boy, next step would be pitching the company that sold it to us, I'm sure. I mean, we're that close. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
So looking very nice down there.
Asher Sutzman on the line, shooting two, getting good with the first one.
Yeah, running clock here to end it out. So that's why it's continuing to move on the free throw.
Or is it just to make up for
It
before?
could be, yes. I guess we don't know. So,
No, lots of good stuff. One of my favorite things is now that we've been doing this for a couple years, but when they keep track of stats, and they start to post some of the leaders, the team stats and then the individual stats, 3-point, free throws, defensive stats. It's always fun to look. A great group of players represented of all different talent levels and things like that, but it's always fun to see kind of who shakes it out to who at the top of the pile.
It definitely is. It's fun because you get it on an individual level so players can see their personal name up there, but then like you said, you also see it on a team level so you can see areas where your team is excelling, and it's always fun to see what you're doing. Those will be posted after each round is complete. Also good for the coaches too. There's 16 teams, a lot of games going on, so you can't see everything, but you can start to see team strengths, weaknesses, tendencies through how the stats go in the first 2 rounds.
And you can find access to that right on the dbc.edu. You'll see the Dayspring Classic logo, and then you will see team schedule and results, and then you'll also see some stats.
Yep.
And we update that throughout the day.
Yep, you'll see that as long as the bracket, once that's updated, as well as if you join us later in the tournament, they'll be posted on the wall around the gym.
We try to make it feel like you're here outside of showing them the scoreboard or the
We
scores
do.
table. But
We
hey,
do.
That'll wrap it up here on the Eagle Sports Network. Final score, State Line 57, Pathway 25, as they both move to the second round in opposite directions. But a good game, fun being with you. I mean, I had 2 people.
Right?
So that may,
bonus coverage.
But until then, we will see you at the next game being broadcast, which give us the what time is the next game start
Next
here?
game should be 12:30. So this gym will be your very own Quentin Road Christian School Eagles, and we play Bay City in the first game. And let's see, Church Gym, 12:30 will be Heritage Oak Hill. So you can tune in to either gym to find your team there.
Another good set of games. Thanks for watching the game here on the Eagle Sports Network, and it's been a joy to be with you. We'll see you back here.